Hello, up to your selfies, and welcome to the new month's book recommendation. And for the members from Book Club Express, from the Up to Yourself designs, especially for women entrepreneurs who want to do more than just reading books, who want to transform the knowledge read into actionable steps and do it, do it, do it. So, this month's book recommendation, I actually read the book of Sun Tzu, The Art of War, and I thought to myself, okay, let's recommend this book. However, I have changed my mind after I have read another book which is very related to this one, and it is called The Art of War for Women. And The Art of War for Women was written by Xin-Ning Chu, and it is basically an explanation of this one because Sun Tzu wrote this book. However, it is a little bit difficult to read. It's not like very transparent, but it challenges your mind if you want to read a little bit of more heavier input. But this one for women, from a woman point of view, what a war strategy means, explaining from her side and from her point of view, I found it more interesting, more interactive, and I found it more helpful for women in our society and how to actually build up a strategy in your business if you want to start one, or if you have one, or even if you are working a 9 to 5 job. It's totally helpful, this book, because it's explaining how to basically not just stay at your position, but to rise up and stand up for yourself as a woman in our society, because it's also pretty hard as a woman to gain power in a working place where basically is man dominated. For now it's not so bad, but it's still we have still our issues about it. So I thought to myself that this 2019 we can start definitely with a better strategy for the year. And if you want to start your year with a better strategy, the book recommendation, this book which I recommend, The Art of War for Women, it will start your year with a strategy, and you will learn how to build up a strategy for your happiness, for your life, and for your business. So I totally recommend this book. If you also want to read Sun Tzu's book, The Art of War, you can also read it. It's pretty short, so it won't take long, maybe an hour to read it, or two if you you read very slow. But this one takes a little bit more, like 5 hours to read. You do not need to read it in one time. I have read it in one time because I was so excited about the input. Also, if you are interested to know more about the author and more about the input and how to actually create a strategy and implement the knowledge what you have read from this book into your life, then I totally recommend to subscribe into the membership of the book club, and I put the link above. So it's uptoyourself.com/book club express, and it is designed especially for women entrepreneurs. So if I have talked about input, let's see a little bit of a goodie from the book, and I will read something interesting from the book so that you know what what is in it and what you can expect as a content, and you can decide then if you really if it really resonates with you and with your expectations of a book and with the expectations of a knowledge which you want to have in your head. Put it in. So she is writing in a chapter, the elements of strategy. Before waging a war, the 5 elements that govern success must be examined. Only then can a proper assessment be done. Those 5 elements are Tao, moral standing or ethics; Tien, timing; Li, terrain of or resources; Jiang, leadership; Fa, managing. The first chapter of Sun Tzu's Art of War contains the core message of the book and includes all the principles that will be discussed in the remaining 12 chapters. Sun Tzu begins this chapter with a discussion of a concept called Ji. Ji has a broad range of meanings: plotting and planning, predicting, comparing and analyzing. All these elements are part of pre-war strategy. In other words, they're the steps you must take before you take any action. Once you can understand these planning stages of life, the rest of Master Sun's strategies will become second nature. For this reason, I examine his first chapter in depth. According to Sun, 5 elements govern success and must be understood in the planning stages of any action. Tao, your moral standing and the motivation that drives your actions. If your moral position is pure, colleagues will be willing to go to the mat for your cause. Team, timing. There are certain times when you should take action, other times when it is far better to wait. Team lets you know which way to decide. D, earth, terrain or resources. D refers to the obstacles that you face on your journey to success. Are you traveling or level ground? In other words, is everything going smoothly at work? Or is each task akin to scaling a great mountain? D also includes the distances you need to travel to accomplish your goal. Jiang, leadership. Sun Tzu believed that a leader must be wise, truthful, benevolent, courageous and strict. Fa, method or how to. What we today would call managing. Your army must be well organized, disciplined and responsible, and as a leader you must be strong and merciless in your attempts to maintain order. Notice that Master Sun has adopted the paradoxical elements of Tao and Fa as part of his strategic thinking. I will explain how you can master the balance between the two. Things to keep in mind when adopting strategy. Those who carefully calculate their strategies will be led to victory. Those who carelessly calculate their strategy who carelessly calculate their strategies will be led to defeat. So as you can see, it's it's similar. Basically, she uses the language which Sun Tzu has used in his book, The Art of War, but she totally also explains better, and she explains also why actually Sun Tzu has written in this kind of way this book, because it was also strategically written, and each word was strategically chosen, what to use and how to write the strategies. And it's pretty interesting, the reason behind it, because then you know also how you can choose your reasons and how you can adopt your reasons into your action steps and everything what you are selecting and putting in out to others. So I totally recommend The Art of War for women. And if you want to know more about the input and about the author, I will be sending you as a member of the Book Club Express also information and pretty much interesting stuff, which I literally recommend to do not miss it, because if it will help you not just gaining more knowledge, but also empower you to take action and grow your business, or grow your strategy, or add a strategy into your new year. So this is it for today, and the book club for the book recommendation for this book club for January. Thank you for watching, and stay productive until next time. Bye.